Hi, I'm Mike Coe. What's your open interest? I've got a question or a comment. Tweet me at Michael_Coe and I will try to respond. So let's take a look. Ryan Williams asks, I bought a new October 100 call at $79. Price target is 110. Last 2 days have been rough, dropping nearly 10 bucks. I've had a great run up and think there's definitely a lot of room to grow. How would you proceed at this point? Okay, so first of all, just so we all are sort of on the same page here, new was trading around about $80 in mid to late April. So I'm assuming that's probably when you bought this call option, and you must have done very well because it's up many-fold since then. Of course, here's the critical thing. You did a couple things that I really like. One of them is that you bought a relatively long-dated call. Oftentimes, people will buy calls that are too short-dated. How do you manage a trade, though, that starts to win the way yours did, and actually still is winning, just not by quite as much? So when the stock price runs through the strike of an out-of-the-money call that you bought, you might want to consider rolling those options. You can roll them up. In this case, you might only want to roll them up because they expire in October, so you still have a decent amount of time to expiration. Had they been shorter dated, you might want to roll them up and out. That is, choose a longer dated option and a higher strike. That way you can take some of the profits that you've made off the table while maintaining some of your upside. What is the threshold that I like to use before I consider adjusting? Because sometimes it is very tempting to take your profits a bit too early. I look at the delta of the option. And typically I'll start considering rolling a position if I see that delta get to 60 or higher. And it did actually in this case when new hit those highs from which it's recently fell. Still, you're in good shape. So if you see the stock essentially go back to those highs, one of the things you could certainly look to do is make that kind of an adjustment. If you think that the gains are going to be more modest than we've seen so far, another thing you could do is sell calls against it that are at a higher strike and nearer dated. That will help offset the decay. So you'll have the benefit of being long that longer dated option, but at the same time, you're going to be offsetting the decay that those options see every day. I hope that helps you. What's your open interest? If you have a question or a comment, please tweet me at Michael_Coe, and I'll try to answer your questions as well.